What's up, my boy? Yes, sir. EGA tricks. It's in the game, baby. It's in the game. Yes, sir. Did you see? Monica Castro, what up? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. Definite smash that like button. That's most def. Most def. Oh, so when I was in when I went to Vegas, I go to the dispensaries whenever I go somewhere. I always like to, wherever I go somewhere new, I like to visit the dispensaries, right? So, oh, sorry. So I got this badass Nevada sticker. So it was a dispensary that I went to. I usually always get stickers from everywhere or wherever I go somewhere, like a but it's got to be a dispensary, not really like anything else. So I like to, and I put it on the back of my iPad because I thought it was kind of cool, you know. But yeah, Nevada. Nevada was all right. I gotta say it was okay. It wasn't too too exciting as some people would think, you know. But I really want to get into what's happening in Jalisco, man. You know, a lot of these guys are you know, I was telling my wife today about it. You know, they try to go back into Teplaquetrec, and it didn't work out too well. You know, they lost a lot of guys. Carteles Unidos doesn't care anymore. They're using bombs. They're using anything you can think of, really, that that you can think of. They're doing it. They're definitely using everything in their possibility. You know what I mean? To to um, to do that. You know, and they're using everything, car bombs, fucking everything you can think of. Oh, you're smoking some granddaddy perps? Fuck. That's some good shit right there. Smash that like button, guys. Hit that like button, man. It don't cost you a thing. You know what I mean? We're not monetized and we don't get paid. It don't cost you a damn thing either to hit that, smash that like button. But, you know, I think last week's enfrentamiento was probably the first time that they used a car bomb. Now, a lot of people are like, what kind of car bombs are they using? Well, from my understanding, the car was left there. It was a nice vehicle, off terrain a vehicle, and these guys they took off in it. You know what I mean? And they you know, not to make a long story short, but they definitely showing that they're advancing and they're moving up and that they know what they're doing. You know, especially with this war that they're having. You know that the war that they're having isn't anything nice. You know, you got people. You know, it's a damn shame too. You got people moving out of their house, people moving out of all sorts of things. You know, and people say, you know, oh, um, The war in Mexico isn't any better than it is anywhere else. You're damn right, isn't any better than it is anywhere else. But you know, they're our neighbors to the south, and most of us grew up in Mexico, or have family in Mexico, or have friends in Mexico. So for people to be saying that, that's it's kind of ridiculous, you know. You know, if you look at it right now, Metro's taken some major losses. He took some losses in Tijuana right now with Cabo 89, and a lot of people are speculating that Metro's losing a lot of ground in Tijuana. You know, everybody is a CDS, Jalisco Nueva Generación. Everybody's losing a lot of ground there because, you know, to tell you the truth, Metro, he's kind of stretching himself thin, kind of like the Germans did. Our cartel's going to start using Haitians for topones in the desert. You know, Chacaron, I'm going to tell you something. Um, a lot of people don't know about the Haitians in Tijuana. You know, people don't know that there was a tropical storm about 10 years ago, real bad in Haiti. So, what's up, Anthony? And the U.S. Evacuated a lot of people. They promised a lot of the Haitians that they would bring them to the U.S. They never did. They ended up leaving them in Juarez, and they ended up leaving them in Tijuana. If you guys have ever been to Tijuana or Juarez, you know there's a big Haitian community, and I'm supposedly thinking that's what Chacarron's talking about. Don't forget my Cash App is open, guys. You know, Chacarron and me just dropped you some fire. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Haiti is a very corrupt state. Haiti's one of the worst states you could probably think of. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want to be stuck in Haiti for anything. You know what I mean? It's as bad as it comes in anybody else's state. Haiti is just it's garbage. You know, you wouldn't want to be there. Haiti. And that's the worst part about it. Yep, that's right, Chacaron. Chacaron knows what's up. Yeah. Well, they're all going through there, Chacaron. That's the entrance. That's the port. Think of it like this, guys. If Metro loses the Texas port, or loses the port of Tijuana, he's gonna have a lot of problems, and I definitely think it's gonna be one of the worst. A said, "What's up with the Ariano Felixes?" Well, what do you want to know about him, brother? A. There's a lot of things going on with them right now. There's a lot of justa de cuentas. There's a lot of limpiezas going around. Um, you know, you name it, they're doing it. You know what I mean? You name it, they're doing it. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, 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 sir. I'm gonna get into that right now, buddy boy. Yep. That's right. MBJZ, what up, dog? What's up, big dog? Yes, sir. We're just waiting for some more people to get up in here and we can get more into the conversation of Don Metro, you know, his health problems and things like that. A lot of people have a lot of um, suggestions on what's happening. Well, you're in Inglewood right now? Be careful, man. Inglewood's a treacherous place, man. The woo. Yep, you end up like Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? Like old Diddy Smoke. Inglewood always up to no good. Yep. That's right. All right, we got 15 people in here. We're going to get in here. All right. So a lot of you guys know El Señor de los Gallos, or Don Metro, the man I'm going to talk about right now. I've talked about many of times on this show, and I'm going to recap a lot about him right now. He's originally born in La Guaje. A lot of people say, what is that? As a municipio de Michoacán, right next to Aguililla. He's not born in Aguililla. He was born in La Guaje. El Aguaje at one time was considered the Beverly Hills of Mexico, of Michoacan. Um, there was beautiful homes. There wasn't stores and businesses, but there was beautiful two-story homes, three-story homes, big rancherias. Um, Metro grew up on the outskirts of the town, and a lot of people speculate that he never really met his real father. A lot of people speculate that Metro is an orphan, that he was brought up by a family and relatives. You know, Nemesio Oseguera is not even his real name. Um, Court papers and things like that say that he has a different name. Um, I personally don't feel like giving his real name out there. And to tell you the truth, I don't think I have permission to give his real name out there. But I will tell you this. One of his sons does bear his real last name. And a lot of people say, well, what's his real last name? If anybody's watched any of my videos before or any of my Patreon videos, I have a video specifically speaking about Metro's other son. And a lot of people just think he has one. He actually has 4 sons and altogether in the boys. The last 2 are not in the business, but the first 2 are. You know, Metro grew up in a poor part of La Guaje. La Guaje at one time wasn't considered the Beverly Hills. They became the Beverly Hills when they started cultivating and producing heroin through their CDS connections. Now, a lot of people don't understand that Manuel Fernandez, or El Animal as he was known to El Chapo, what's up, Frankie, was one of the most essential Michoacanos ever. He's the one that got himself put into the CDS. He migrated up towards the ladder. And a lot of people don't understand is that El Chapo has had a long time and a long association in Michoacan. Um, you know, Don Metro, if people don't understand, is that one time he was actually an employee of the Michoacan, of the Sinaloa cartel. You know, and at one time he was actually employed by the Gulf cartel. Um, I can tell you this much: as a young kid growing up over there, a lot of people wouldn't consider Metro a promising drug dealer or anything like that. Um, his aspirations were as far as to be in the federal government, to stay in the federal government. But like any Michoacano or any kid from Sinaloa, he saw that working for the good guys wasn't paying off. And I don't mean paying off mentally or physically or spiritually. I'm talking about the good old greenbacks. You know, the stuff that moves and shakes people. You know, the stuff that buys your mom a brand new truck or your sister a truck, you know? And Metro was definitely someone that had aspirations. Um, at one time, if a lot of you know, He was almost killed, and people were like, who was he killed by? You know, one of the one of the one of the best guys that ever came out of Michoacan had him. You know, and a lot of people say, well, who's that? If you watch my Patreon videos again and my old YouTube videos, you'll see it on there right there. You know, I'll get back out at MBJZ. You know, and that's right, Chacarron El Chango almost killed him, but being a Michoacano, he did give him that pass. And I don't know if the Chango is regretting it or he's gonna regret it, but till this day it bit their butt. You know what I mean? It's like Hitler. You know, if a lot of you guys don't know your history, Hitler was almost killed in combat, and his life was forgiven because the soldier couldn't kill him. Now, just imagine if that soldier would have killed Hitler and how much it would have changed the world. You know, Don Mencho, at one time, El Chango had him in his sights, had him kneeling down and begging for his life. But at the end, Metro gave his word to leave Michoacan, and he did. Now that El Chango's gone, that pack is broken. You know, a lot of people don't think that the Valencias are around or anything, but to tell you the truth, um, from my understanding, the Valencias have been back in Michoacan, and I believe they have a pass from Don Metro. You know, they've been staying in the municipios of Morelia. Um, Let me see what other place. Oh, Buena Vista. They've been seen in many places. You know, and Don Mencho's giving them has been giving them a pass. You know, AEGA tricks. Don't forget to put my Cash App up there and my Patreon and my PayPal, buddy. Because remember, we're not monetized and we don't get paid for this, guys. And don't forget, man, this show ain't nothing without you guys. So make sure you guys ask all the big questions so I can answer them for you guys. You know, ain't no thing but a chicken wing right here, young men. You know, your boy OG Black. You know, I lived the life. Ain't no thing. You know, Don Metro has had one of the fastest rising as any cartel leader in any of Mexican history. If you think about it, Don Metro, you know, was unheard of 15 years ago. Yep. No, you know what, man, Pro? I'm gonna tell you like this. This is the honest truth. They neither nor control each other. They're separate entities and they do their own thing. The Valencias will never stop working. You can't make them stop working. It's pretty much you stay out of my hair, I stay out of your hair. But Metro does have a couple of the Valencia family members working for him. You know, there's nothing anybody can do about that, you know? There's nothing anybody can do about that. You know, and he's had him working for him for a while. You know, and his, you know, the Jalisco Nueva Generacion isn't anything like anything new. You know, people have been around long enough to know that these guys have been around long time. You know, and they definitely know what they're doing, and they definitely have their own way of doing things. And a lot of people are going to learn that, you know, Don Metro is here to stay. He isn't going anywhere, and people are going to have to deal with that, you know, whether it be in a negative way or in a positive way. You know, I really don't see anything really coming out of this good, but at the end, you know, Don Metro is who he is, and we're gonna see what happens. You know. What's up, Amber? Because if you think about it, you know, he's trying to control the ports of Tijuana. He's trying to control the ports of Juarez. He's trying to control the ports of Lázaro Cárdenas. He's trying to control the port of here and there. You know, he's stretching himself very thin, very, very thin. And, you know, he has to be precautious and he has to be smart, you know. And his health isn't the best, you know. And I'm going to get into his health right now, Chacarron. You know, Metro is a diabetic. Metro is, um, you know, he did have kidney problems because he wasn't watching his health. But at the end, I heard he's been watching his health and taking really good care of himself. And I'm sure he has, man, because he's got the money to do it. Don't get me wrong. The man can get the best medical treatment money can buy. That's for damn sure. You know what I mean? It's like Chapo. Chapo, when he got caught by the DEA, he was telling him, man, I just got my teeth worked on. You know, the DEA agents had him right there in the living room. Those were American agents. Those were not Mexican soldiers. He probably did, man. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Chacarron. When I'm on that plant-based diet, man, I'm eating my veggies and eating my greens, man, and staying away from processed food and all that shit. Oh, man. We're in business. Francisco Ramirez did the Sweater Stags pass. What do you mean? I don't get what you're saying. What sweater stag? My sweater stag? What about him? I'm confused. It actually works, OG. Oh yeah, it does, man. It does, man. It's man. I feel good in the morning if I take a shake and everything, you know. And that's one thing. Metro and Don Mayo and them, you know, a lot of people understand is that those old men right there, they have so many doctors. Oh yeah, he's still alive. Why? Why do you think there's something wrong with them or what? No, he's cool. He's right there. I just sent the one I got from right out here. I sent him to Mexico. I don't keep him. Yeah, both Mayo and yep. Uh, I showed you. I don't remember. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's all right. He's in there. He's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. I just sent one to Mexico to my compa. Yeah, but you know, talking about their health, you know, there was a video not too long ago, about a year ago, that came out, you know, talking about it, Senor Don Mayo's health, you know. Um, I don't think that video was lying, but it was exaggerating a lot about his health. I mean, he is old. He does have diabetes. He does have high blood pressure and stuff like that, but I'm sure the man takes very good care of himself. You get to a certain age, you know, he's not a stupid man, you know. He didn't get to where he's at because he's a big old dummy. You know what I mean? And I'm sure he takes care of his health. You know, same thing with Don Mecho. You know, modern science and modern medicine has gone really far from back in the old days. Ahí andamos, Amber. Back and forth. Back and forth. You know what I mean? I'm a seasoned gallo. You know, estoy en una gallera acá, estoy otra gallera acá, estoy en una gallera aquí, estoy en una gallera acá. Este gallo, donde quiera canta machine. 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 ¿Verdad, Francisco? AOG, you think something like 9/11 would happen ever again? You know, MBJZ, anything can happen ever again. Just remember that. Where there's money, there's a will, and where there's a will, there's a way. You know, Chapo's proved that over and over. You know, there wasn't a prison he couldn't dig himself out of that little gopher. You know, and you know, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. You know, you can have all the best ideas in the world, but without the money, ain't nothing happening. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing happening. Yeah, man. Yeah, Amber. I've been taking care of the roosters. You know, I got really back into it. I had to move them. You know what I mean? Um, I OG Black don't really talk about all the things in his life, but Francisco Ramirez could probably verify this one. I had to move the birds and things happen, and Francisco will tell you right now, hey Francisco, having roosters or having birds is a lot of money, right? That's why all the mafiosos and drug dealers do it. You know, there you go. Yeah, drop some money on that Cash App, guys, or PayPal. It doesn't matter. Yeah, see, Francisco Ramirez said, yeah. Just recently, I had some problems with the birds. You want to hear something that just happened the other day? A cat killed one of my pullets, and it was a Kelso. Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, Oscar? What's up, Omar? Yeah, Omar Castaneda, Mr. Castaneda. Oh, dude, something bit me, dude. I got bit by something, guys. But yeah, man, there was a lot of confusions. I mean, even this year, someone put a video out that said Don Mencho had died. That one was scary. Agent Orange, OG team was in New Jersey ports 2 days after the spoof risers said a lot was going through here. Oh yeah, what port are you talking about, Agent Orange? Yeah. Well, look at Agent Orange. I'm gonna tell you something, and this is the honest truth. When I was working during 9/11, I was a little kid. You know what I mean? Little kid. I wasn't even old yet. I mean, little in the game, if you know what I mean. And all I could hear my dad and his compadres saying, "This is not good. This is not good. This is not good." I bet, I bet the, I bet, I bet when the DEA and the CIA and all them were listening on the wiretaps and all that, they were shitting their pants because everyone was like, "Oh, this is not a good thing." You know what I mean? This is not a good thing for business. Because it locked up security. It locked up security. My uncle used to take weed from California all the way to fucking to all the way to South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, when he would go take chickens. And he used to tell me, Mijo, I take 1 pound of the California weed, knocks them on their ass, puts it on their ass. You know, um, you know what they used to use that weed for, Agent Orange, and I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. So you get about a half ounce of some premium cannabis, all right, guys. And I'm talking about the flower, the one that you would smoke, right? The weed, not the leaf, the weed, guys. I'm gonna be very specific here. Um, you get that, you put it in about 13, 14 ounces of alcohol, and you let it soak there for about a week. Then you strain it. Okay, it's gonna start looking kind of bluish greenish. Now for every bottle you dilute it with half water and half solution. You get that and you put it on in a spray bottle or keep it in a bottle and rub it on your joints, your knees, your elbows, um, your shoulder blades. Like you, Agent Orange, I bet you have like a lot of neck neck pain or a lot of neck discomfort, from all the thinking you do. And even at night, you could put this and spray it on a bottle and put it on your face with just a little bit of menthol, like a little bit of like, what works good, Agent Orange? Um, the vapor rub, get a little bit of vapor rub, put it on the towel, and put a spray of that and rub it and put it through hot water and string it out. If you have any kind of congestion problems or nasal problems or anything, that clear shit will clear it out. Now, if you got a lot of nasal problems and headaches and stuff like that, I recommend you get a little bit of vapor rub and some hot water and get a hot towel and put some of that same mix in there and breathe that shit in. It'll clean up your passage really good. You know what I mean? Really good. And if you guys don't know, you got any questions about Border Patrol or anything like that, my man here, Agent Orange, is a good guy. I think he's underrated. I think that people and other shows use his knowledge for their own personal good and for their own personal gain, and don't give him any credit. And this little short guy's been around and he knows what he's doing. You know, I know OG shit stains wouldn't be talking to him if he wasn't who he wasn't. And I like you guys. So my brother did that. Oh, you did? He did that paranormal? Hell yeah. See? See? Paranormal knows I'm not a liar. It's good shit, huh, paranormal? I used to do oil for pain after surgery. Ooh. You're high as fuck, huh? You know, I'm going to tell you something, Agent Orange, and I'm going to give this one to you guys so you guys know this. You know, Don Mecho is a firm believer in marijuana. From my understanding, Don Mecho smokes marijuana in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or whenever he wants to, and he smokes the best, I heard. Nothing but ingrown, Cali, hydroponic grown. And they say he smokes up to 2 or 3 grams a day. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot. I smoke a gram a day, and that's a lot. You know? And that, you know, and a lot of people say that he does have anger issues and he does go into psychosis, which I could see that really happening. You know what I mean? Yup, shrooms and weed, 100%. Fuck yeah. You know what happens, guys, if you do shrooms and weed together? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Fuck. Me no orgies. That's all I gotta say, EGA Tricks. That's right. Me no orgies. Mean ones. Where you fuck for like 4 hours, 5 hours, and you don't even know what's going on. You're all sweaty and everything. Psh, Amber Bueno knows what time it is. My girl. You ever seen when a black person sees another black person and he says, "My nigga. My nigga." Shit. Bust one of those marathon missions for like 2.5 hours. Where the next day she's like, "Fuck, did I ride a horse or what?" In the middle of nowhere, that's right. Yep. Yep. But yeah, man, you know, don't Metro, man. You think about it, man. Agent Orange could tell you guys. He's probably Agent Orange. He's probably what the fastest rising cartel leader ever, right? There's no one who moved up the ladder faster than him. Nacho Coronel, maybe, and that's it. You know, when Nacho was making the meth, you know, over there in Michoacan, that's the only time. But no one's even come close to the status of Don Metro. Hey, Agent Orange, tell these fools to drop a little love on the fucking on the Cash App or the PayPal, man, or to join the Patreon. Tell them 3 cents a day. That's all it takes. Fucking broke ass niggas. Tell them. Tell them. Any new Chapito news today? Damn, the hotel. I'm gonna hella planes flying hella loud. You know, with those guys, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. You could make a whole channel on them, and Agent Orange can back and verify this one. You could make a whole channel on those guys, man. I mean, they're losing dudes here and there. Plaza Boss is going down. I mean, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago? They lost their Plaza Boss in Navolato. You know, losing a Plaza Boss in Navolato is no joke. You know, but that, for some good knowledge, is priceless. Yep. Well, you know what, Agent Orange, I'm going to tell you like this, and it's not to promote you or promote OG shit stains or anything, but, you know, assholes like me and OG shit stains and you know, I'll tell you exactly what the DEA told me. I would love fucking Garibay to sit you down and to pick your motherfucking brain, you know? Open it up. You know, Agent Orange, I'll tell you like this, my jefe, when they used to call him on the phone, I could see him sitting down, closing his eyes, and his computer in his head doing a profile background check on the motherfucker. Age, height, skin color, weight, his nickel a day fucking coke habit, his fucking his Lebanese Thai whore fucking habit, his race car, his fucking racehorse habit, his cockfighting habit, you know? Fuck, dude. You know what I mean, Agent Orange? You know, like look, and even look at look, I'll tell you like this, and this is the honest truth, Agent Orange, and people are not gonna believe this. Like look at Shadow, right? People say, "Oh, he has that alligator, that crocodile, because he wants to use it or skin it or kill it or whatever." They're so stupid. You know why Shadow has that fucking alligator? Because he saved it from some fucking assholes mutilating it, treating it like shit. So what did he do? He built a little fucking pool for it, hooked it up with all his Patreon money, because he's got money, the little fucker, and he hooked them up. Why? Because in our lifestyle, we're used to alligators and crocodiles and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. But yeah, so you know, people are fucking just way the fuck out. Like me, I love roosters. I don't fight the motherfuckers and shit. I have them to look at them, play with them. You know, let them go at each other for 5 seconds. You know. Yeah, fuck Agent Orange. When you use mushrooms, you fucking trip the fuck out. Yeah, uh, I used to. That's right, EGA. I used to Agent Orange. I used to fucking pop fucking Mitsubishis and Goofies and fucking and where I grew up at, right? So it's the border of LA and Orange County. They used to have some things called fucking Mickey Minis. Hey, those motherfuckers were fucking grave, Agent Orange, grave. Like you guys should have been getting that shit. I had been doing fucking mushrooms and LSD for a long time, and I remember they gave me one of those motherfuckers. Oh, I was fucking tripping out bad. It was like that scary anxiety fucking tripping. Oh man, that shit was all bad. It's like when you take that, you better have somebody with some Advans. Oh yeah, pro, they're very powerful. You know, those guys' power will never go nowhere. You got 4 or 5 generations of linemen now. You know, all over California. You know, look at my family. We're with 3 generations of it. No joke. 3 generation. Oh, fuck that. Fuck sherm sticks. Have you fucking walking around naked with the boner. Then get some fucking creepo charge. Fuck that. But yeah, you know, los señores like Don Mecho, Don Mayo and them, they don't use drugs. I mean, Mecho would probably be considered a drug addict by far means from to all the other drug dealers. What do you think of that one, Agent Orange? Right? They consider that fool a drug addict because they don't even smoke weed, you know? But I don't know, man. I heard Chapo was a motherfucking fool. They said that Chapo used to sniff coke, fucking do Viagra's, all that shit. And I believe it too. You know what I mean? All those pretty little girls, that fool was fucking just straight getting it. You know, old ass man. You know, couldn't even get it up, so he had to pop a handful of M&Ms to get it going. You know, there's countless fucking accounts of Chapo's brutality. Chapo was vicious, man. Saludos, Sun City Blaze. What's up, big dog? Saludos. Thank you for being on the show, dog. I want to thank everybody. Yep. Agent Orange, thank you, man. You guys are fucking awesome, man. I love it when you guys are all on the show rocking out, man. You like my sticker, Agent Orange? You know, Washa. This one here, you know. It's, you know. You like this sticker? So when I go places, Agent Orange, and visit places, you know, like other states and stuff, I always go to the dispensaries to rate their quality of service and their cannabis and by the money, you know, and they I always rate their cannabis, you know, and you know, Nevada, I'm gonna tell you, for their price, it's not bad, but they do have garbage boo boo weed. You better have a good eye. They have a lot of pretendo, like we used to say in my neighborhood. And but I mean pretendo, I mean that weed that looks nice and everything, but just sucks. Yeah, Prop 64. Which one's that one, Agent Orange? I heard that if you had a house and your renters didn't pay you, that the state would um the state would how would you say, compensate you for the loss of rent. Yeah. Like, look, I'll give you a really good example. Don Metro's businesses he had, all of the businesses he had in California, they all got raided. They all got federal indictments. All the owners of the Jaliscanians and stuff like that, restaurants, all of them went to jail. Now, in LA and Riverside County, I'll tell you this much. I got two homeboys that live in Riverside County. One of them worked for Metro, another one worked for the guys from Sinaloa. My buddy that worked for el Señor de los Gallos, Don Metro, he got picked up in an indictment. Metro's daughter took off from her house in San Jacinto, California, and then she went to court to her brother's. That's where she got arrested. Why? Because their plan of operation for a long time has been out of California. You guys forget that Don Metro has been to a U.S. prison. Agent Orange, don't forget that Metro has done time in prison here. The Department of Justice is a fucking joke, though. It's a joke. I'll tell you why. You got guys that are child molesters and rapists who get 10 to 15 years. Yeah? And those 10, 15 years, they do half of that time, which is 7, right? For good behavior. Milestones and all that shit, they're getting out in 4 years. Rapists. Now, you're a drug dealer or a repeat offender on some dope charges, you're looking at 20 years. Like Shadow. Shadow used to be a gun smuggler, okay? People say, how did Shadow end up in Mexico? Well, here's a little story for you guys. Shadow used to be a gun smuggler from Arizona. He used to smuggle guns from Arizona to Mexico. How? Well, let me tell you how. In Arizona, you can buy as many guns as you want back in the day when Shadow was around, and no one said he gave a shit about it. In the gun depots, in the gun shows, what happens in the parking lot stays in the parking lot. People don't give a shit who they're giving guns to, especially when he's a blue-eyed, green-eyed, Irish-looking kid. Shadow doesn't look like he looks now. He's a little bald, but he wasn't bald before. He had a hole full of fucking hair. He was a curly little kid, Gabachito crossing the border. Okay, he's already been in trouble before. He grew up on the streets. He grew up in Northern California. He grew up in Oakland. His mom disowned him. His daddy was a fucking punk. So, guess what? Shadow grew up hard, and he found out that crossing guns was a good business. That's how he got popped in Mexico, and he did his time. Don't forget, he did his time. I didn't squeal on anybody. I didn't do any of that shit. That's pretty good in my book. Yep. Good to hear, Agent Orange said. Oh yeah, Agent Orange, fuck that vato. Right, Amber? Right, Amber? AGA Tricks, tell him, fuck that vato. Give me a thumbs up if we say fuck that vato here on the OG Black Show. Give me a thumbs up. Fuck that vato. It's okay, Agent Orange. You can do it too. No one's gonna tell you nothing. We won't rat you out here, homie. I'm not gonna leave a comment like where they say, hey, Agent Orange flipped off OG Shadow. That's fucked up. But fuck that vato. You like that, huh? You know, hey, check these out, man. These are bomb, dude. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm munching on. You guys can see. These are bomb, dude. Bomb, dude, right here. These are. Hey, low key, these are bomb. I can't get mad at those. And Chihuahua, yeah, I can tell you some things about Chihuahua. Check this out. Sun City Blaze. Okay, so this is for my little buddy Sun City Blaze. Chihuahua right now has been, thank you, Donovan, has been very calm for the last 5 months, and I'll tell you why. Mayo Zambada has pretty much made, what's up, Tony Soprano, my boy, has made Chihuahua his new home base. Why? Because he knows it like the back of his hand. Hey, Agent Orange, check this out. Now, a lot of people say, where is Mayo Zambada? Where is El Señor? El Rey? You know, I have an inside connect that told me once that El Señor is hiding in... And I'm back. Damn, man. Yeah. I'm back. Did you see that? As soon as I said something about the old man, I got cut off. That was insane. You know, Agent Orange, if you're still on here, I want you to check something out. Now, most of the time when I talk about stuff, check out what I talk about. I talk about Metro's other kid that nobody talks about. I talk about Don Mayo. I was going to tell you guys exactly where. I've been told the old man that. You know, nobody knows for sure where he's at, you know what I mean? But from my understanding, the old man is held up in the mountains. Now, what does he do? He goes in and out of the caves. You know, Chihuahua, Durango, they got a lot of caves. You know, the indigenous people back then, they really did a good job of living in those caves and taking care of themselves. You know, Don Mayo probably lives the old holistic life. You know, the life of just eating natural fruits and fibers and nuts and berries. And he's probably lived a long time. You know, a lot of people probably don't understand how hard it is to walk through that terrain. You know, U.S. soldiers and everybody has had problems like that in Afghanistan. Imagine in Mexico, looking after a criminal like that. Don Mayo climbs up and down mountains probably keeps in very good health. eats very well. You know what I mean? And people forget that. They take it for granted. You know, that old man's probably in some of the best physical shape, you know, probably better than people, you know, half his age. But at the same time, you know, when you get to that age or you get to that status, you abuse your body. That's for sure. You know, I'm one of them. You know, cocaine use and all that shit, you know. Oh, Ledesma, they caught him. They caught him a long time ago. They caught him like 5 years ago, I think. 5 or 6 years ago. They caught that fool, and it was a wrap for that guy. I think they gave him I think they gave him like a couple life sentences. Yeah, that guy was gone. He was done spaghettis. They got Ledesmas. A lot of the Ledesmas did really good in the U.S. too. You know what I mean? A lot of them made a lot of money. Yeah. Well, you know, you're not gonna see a lot of things on the news. Like they didn't report where they tried to assassinate Chapo's kid last year. You know, a lot of people don't talk about that one. You know, why don't they talk about when they try to kill Ivan Archibaldo in Sonora? They don't talk about that one. You know what I mean? They almost killed that damn kid over there. No, he's not a kid anymore. At least that's a grown man. Yep. You didn't know that, pro? Yeah, that's real true, man. Do me a favor, pro. Drop a little something on that Cash App, man. Helping you out right now, giving you all the fire content without getting paid. Yeah, well, I'll let you know. Look, I haven't checked my Cash App, but anyways, here you go. I'll tell you what happened. You want to hear it? Give me some thumbs up if you guys want to hear how Ivan Archibaldo almost got smoked in Sonora. You know? Yeah. There you go. Let's get that Cash App going there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so um, in Sonora, about a year and a half ago, the Salazars are really strong. You know, a lot of people, a lot of people didn't understand what was really going on in Sonora. There was a shift change, and the Salazars were part of it. Now the Chapitos are what you call a very confident group of young men. Most of their pistoleros, most of the guys in their group are have been around long enough. They've been working in the Chapiza, uh, La Empresa. They've been doing it for a long time, so they know how to act and they know what they're doing. Now, there's some parts of Sonora in the indigenous parts in the rural communities where a lot of the muchachos or the vaqueros or whatever you want to call them aren't ones who take orders or listen very well. Now, horse racing and drag car racing, as in what they call correteadas, are very common in Mexico. You have people who take their 454 horsepower Dodge SRT on slicks, and they'll take it out and they'll do a little quick 50 to 50 run jump on it. Okay. Now, Ivan Archivaldo and his crew and all them were there, And you got to understand something. Sometimes these kids and these guys or whoever they are, they want to have fun. So they roll solo. They roll with their group of friends and close relatives, hiding amongst, you know, the friends. Well, that night, people got a little liquored up. A couple lines were, you know, one too many. And words were exchanged. And after the exchange of words, some shots rang out. Now, two people died at that event. Um, and supposedly one of them, Ivan Archivaldo, was the shooter. Now, story goes that got into a discussion with someone, and he pulled out a sidearm, they said, and he shot the first person in front of him, and then with the person on the left who took off running, he was able to shoot him too. Um, Within minutes, he was escorted out of there. Within the minute, they said he escorted him out of there, and you know, he got away. On the way to leaving, they were approached by the Mexican Sedena. Now, you got to understand something. A lot of these guys that work for the Sedena, they are not from the local area. A lot of them work for the government, and they're honest kids, and they're making a living. Now, Chapo's kids had fake badges, so they flew by the Mexican government. All right. The Sedena and the chopper turned around and started following them. Yeah. And they started following him. When they started getting followed, Chapo's crew ended up opening fire and trying to get the chopper away from them. The chopper then reported them back to the Mexican soldiers, who returned and caught up to Chapo's convoy. Little Ivan, or Little Chapito's convoy was caught up, and it was shot up, but he was managed to escape in two Tahoes. Now, that was one of the ways he was almost killed. And wasn't killed by like an assassination. This was almost killed by the government. His last assassination was in Mexico City. That's why he doesn't go out of Culiacan anymore, really. Yes, sir. You like that one, Pro? That was for you, buddy. That was for you. Look at that. I didn't even charge you $1 off of that. You know what I mean? That's going to be my new name, Idi Amin. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, though. What's up, La Liz? Mm-hmm. Look what I'm eating. Yeah, bomb. Look. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. I know, Marcus, that's pretty crazy, huh? I thought I was the only one to notice that. Yeah, I like you, Marcus. Mm-hmm. What do you think that means? Hey. But Metzo's doing a pretty damn good job of beating the CIA then, right? That's pretty scary. My dad used to say the CIA is like supposed to be some badasses or something. You know? And here you got some old man from Michoacan who they can't do nothing against. That's a joke, huh? That's a joke. The CIA can't do nothing to Metro. That's a joke. That's a damn joke. That's a damn shame. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to call it a night. What's up, Chris Barnes? I'm gonna call it a night. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's your boy OG Black. Don't forget my Cash App. My Patreon is open. You know, we're not monetized. We don't get paid for this. I hope you guys enjoy this, man. You guys have a good night. And I'm gone. There you go, EGA. Tell them what's up, EGA. Look at that. Shh. These are bomb, EGA. Bomb, bro. I'm gonna give me more. Check out the cool man purse. Check out the good man purse. Good night, EJ.